Hello, everybody, and welcome to EMAN, Effectively Making a Noise. My name is Cheryl S, and I will be your host today. And I also will be reading our story today, which is titled Elijah Hears a Still Small Voice. And it's coming from 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 1 through verse 21. Back at the palace in Jezreel, Ahab told Jezebel all about all that Elijah had done and how he had slain all the prophets of Baal with the sword. Jezebel's fury knew no bounds, and she sent a messenger to Elijah with this threatening message: "So let the gods do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time." Elijah was suddenly stricken, and stricken means filled with fear at this message, and he arose and fled for his life and came to Beersheba in the land of Judah, where he left his servant who had accompanied him. Going on alone, Elijah went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a juniper tree. In a mood of black despair, the discouraged man requested that he might die, saying, "It is enough. Now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not any better than my fathers." And he lay down and went to sleep under the juniper tree. And behold, an angel touched him and said, "Arise and eat." And Elijah woke up and looked, and behold, there was a cake baked on coals and a cruse, which is a small jar of water at his head. And he ate and drank and lay down again. And the angel of the Lord came to him a second time and said, "Arise and eat, otherwise the journey will be too great for you." So Elijah arose and ate and drank and went on the strength of that food for 40 days and 40 nights until he came to Horeb, the Mount of God. At Horeb, Elijah found a cave and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him, saying, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Feeling sorry for himself, Elijah replied, "I have been very jealous for the Lord God of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant, thrown down your altars, and slain your prophets with the sword. And I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away." And a voice said, "Go forth and stand up on the mount before the Lord." Elijah did so, and behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind split the mountains, and broke in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake there was a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire there came a still small voice. And when Elijah heard the still small voice, he wrapped his face in his mantle, and a mantle is a loose coat without sleeves, and went out and stood at the entrance of the cave. And behold, the voice said to him again, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" The prophet replied by repeating the words of his complaint. But the Lord healed Elijah's wounded spirit by telling him that he had further work to do. And the Lord said to Elijah, "Go, return on your way to the wilderness of Damascus, and when you get there, you shall anoint Hazael to be king over Syria, and Jehu, the son of Nimshi, you shall anoint to be king over Israel, and Elisha, the son of Shaphat of Abmelholo, you shall anoint to be prophet in your stead. And he who escapes the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay, and him who escapes the sword of Jehu shall Elisha slay. Yet I have left 7,000 in Israel, all the knees that have not bowed to Baal, and Baal was a false god, and every mouth that has not kissed him." And so Elijah, armed with new courage and purpose, departed from Horeb in obedience to the word of the Lord. And he came and found Elisha, the son of Shaphat, who was plowing, with 12 yoke of oxen before him, and he was with the 12th. Elijah passed by him and threw his mantle over him. And Elisha left the oxen and ran after Elijah and said, "Let me, I pray you, kiss my father and my mother, and then I will follow you." And Elijah said to Elisha, "Go back again, For what have I done to you? And Elisha turned back and took a yoke of oxen and killed them and boiled their flesh by making a fire of the yokes of the oxen and gave the meat to the people, and they ate of it. Elisha did these things to show the people that he was leaving his work as a farmer to become a prophet of the Lord. In due time, he arose and went after Elijah and ministered means gave help to him. That is our story for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe to my pod page, effectively making a noise.live. We will be back with another episode soon. But for right now, everybody have a blessed day and peace.